Becoming a great YouTuber is going to be a journey. Of course, it's a process, and you cannot just wake up one day and then you're a good YouTuber. But that just doesn't mean that you cannot plan for it, or you cannot put a step by step plan in place for you to actually become a good, or rather a great YouTuber. And that is what today's video is all about, because I'm going to be sharing with you everything I'm planning to do in order for me to become a good, or rather a great YouTuber. So let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna be regularly doing is self-evaluation, and that's because there is no other way to get better than to actually self-evaluate and figure out what you did right, what you did wrong, and why it was right, why it was wrong, and anything you can do to improve your status or improve whatever it is that you're doing. So the first thing that's gonna go through my self-evaluation process is the videos that I put out, because in all honesty, I've gotten to a point whereby I really have to look at what I'm putting out. Is it really adding value, or is it not adding value? Like, for instance, in this particular video, I know it's gonna add value to someone who's just becoming a content creator and they really want to get good at YouTube, but they don't know what to do. So this video of me sharing what I'm planning to do is probably going to give them an idea of what they can do in their own place. The second thing I'm gonna be evaluating is the energy on and off camera, because here's the thing: the person you get to see here on your videos or your screens every other day that I actually publish out a video is the same person that you can actually meet in the streets and say hi to. So the energy that I actually put on my videos has to match the energy that I have in person, because I'm building my personal brand. I'm building a brand whereby someone is going to see me and know that this is the authentic her. Like, if I meet her in the streets, this is how she's gonna talk to me, this is the information she's gonna be giving it to me, and this is how she's gonna present it. And then the next thing is my authentic personality. Guys, if you meet me out there, this is the person you're gonna meet. Honestly, the person who's in front of the camera right now is me. I don't have to pretend to be someone or something that I'm not, like I said in the previous point. And I do believe that authenticity is not acted. Becoming authentic, especially on camera, you don't act, you just be. It's either you're authentic or you're not. I'm loving this personality I have in front of the camera, whereby I can just share who I am. I don't have to pretend to be something. I just share whatever is going on in my head, and I just know that there's gonna be someone out there who's gonna meet this message and they'll be like, she gets me. Now, at this point, I feel like you guys have already had me speaking about this over and over and over again, but I'm just gonna mention it because I do know that there's some of you who are coming across my page for the first time. And actually, if you're on here for the first time and you feel like my videos are really helping you out, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that I get more people to get to watch this video. And so the first thing that goes in here is gear upgrades. Guys, I cannot tell you how long I have been waiting and saving up to get my first professional tripod. Now, if you guys don't know, I recently purchased a professional tripod and I'm on a journey to purchase more of the stuff that I need. For instance, I need a camera. And I'm going to start a GoFundMe. No, is it a GoFundMe? I'm going to start a Buy Me a Coffee, which I'll include down there. And I hope that you guys will help me purchase a camera, because I really want a camera and I'm going to start that particular kit for that particular reason. So don't feel like you necessarily have to pay for that. Just help me reach my goal and I'll be super grateful, because I like sharing this content, but because I am limited to my phone, the quality and the creativity is also limited. And I will put it in the description down below, or you can go to buymeacoffee/by Gloria. That is buymeacoffee/by Gloria, and you can buy any coffee. And then the second thing is software updates. Guys, I really want to update my software. For instance, I really want to update my Canva, because I feel there's so much I can do with Canva. But because I am not in a position to actually pay for the monthly subscription, I'm being limited to only use the free stuff. The second software that I really want to upgrade is Notion. I have fallen in love with Notion, and I am going to do a whole dedicated video to show you how I actually do my things on Notion, whereby I'm gonna show you everything I do on Notion, and you guys are not gonna believe how productive that particular application is, and why you should use Notion if you're a content creator or if you're thinking about doing anything with regards to the creativity space. And the third tool I think I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to purchase a subscription for my Adobe Creative Suite, and that's because I want to use Adobe InDesign as well as Adobe the Figma version, so I think it's called, is it called Adobe what? Adobe Spark, or I don't remember what it's called, but I'm going to include it here for you to check it out, because I'm also a web designer and I really want a place whereby I get to create those particular frames, as well as wireframes, as well as designs that I can actually convert to code. And I do feel like Figma is a little bit limited. That's why I want to upgrade to Adobe. Now the next one is becoming more free-spirited. I've noticed that I have actually confined myself to a particular style or a particular format of creating videos, that I'm not being as creative as I really want to be. So in the course of me continuing, even as I upgrade with my tools and my software, I'm going to begin more experimenting, and the experimenting is going to start with live streams. I'm actually planning to start live streaming every single day for 30 days. The reason why I'm going to be experimenting is because that is why I'm here. I'm here to experiment and show you the results so that you know what you're getting yourself into. And I'm going to announce when I'm going to be starting those live streams, I think on my community post. The second thing is having more community posts. I realize that I am not really advertising the products that I have, as well as the services that I offer, as much on YouTube. And that needs to stop. Okay, so I'm planning to be using my community posts to be talking about what I actually do. So if you've wanted to participate in any, or you've wanted to purchase any of my services, but I haven't been, let's say I haven't been really sharing that information, do not worry. I'm going to be using the community tab to do just that. So if you've ever wanted to purchase anything from me, or you really want to know my price range, or you really want to know how you can get to work with me, I got you covered. And then the third thing I'm going to be doing is having a more me kind of style videos. So if you guys don't know, I really like sitting and talking a lot. But I came to discover that I actually talk about things that matter to me. I'm not a polarized kind of creator. Like, I'm not going to be coming here and cussing people out. I'm not like that. But when I get something that's really interesting, for instance, if we're talking about tech, if we're talking about branding, if we're talking about videography, content creation, I can talk for hours and hours and hours on end about that particular topic. So one thing I plan to do more of is talking a lot more about my experiences, because at some point I get to a point where I feel like my experience should be shared. My experience should be out there in the world, and I should really talk about what happened to me, the journey I took, the transformations that happened, how I became better, how it became worse for me, the sacrifices I had to make and all of that stuff. So I will be sharing more of those videos, so keep an eye out for that as well. And then the next thing is going to be community building. And the first thing I'm going to be doing here is live streaming. Guys, as I've told you, I'm going to include live stream. After that particular experiment is over, I'm going to include live streaming as part of my content strategy. So it's going to be like two live streams a week, 2 videos a week, and maybe a community post or a short. I'm actually going to invite you guys when I'm building that particular schedule, so that you guys know when to expect from me, when to expect a live stream, and when to expect a video. I'm actually planning to make my live streaming into a series where we talk more in detail about, building your brand, brand management, reputation management, because that is really, really important. You can't just work with any brand as a content creator. It's a lot, and you need a lot of details, especially in that particular area. So I'm gonna have a series of live streams to help you guys at least figure out how you're gonna be doing that in your own particular brands. And then the second thing, I think I've mentioned it in the previous point, is having more community posts, because I realized that you guys really like participating in my polls. Like for instance, I did do a poll this particular week and I got such great feedback, honestly. And I've noticed that I'm sleeping on my community posts, because that is where we get to actually communicate. And doing more of those community posts, you guys will get a glimpse, or you'll get to chip into my decision making as a content creator. So I will also make that place a point where you guys can just put out your ideas, and then we can filter out what you need to know and what you don't need to know. Because every other person who's going to participate in my community posts, especially the idea generation ones, we are going to be picking the videos that are going to be going live on my live stream through community posts. So if you want to participate in that, make sure you keep an eye out for my community posts. And then the third thing is free bonuses. I'm gonna be sharing more of the free bonuses that I get to have, as well as doing more community engagement. So that means, guys, we might actually be meeting somewhere. It might be on YouTube, the platform live stream, or it might be in another virtual place, and it's going to be free, and you guys are going to have like access to my knowledge for like an hour or so, and I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. So that is something I'm actually planning to be doing in the long run, because I do know it's going to be a free event, which means I actually need to make sure that I've budgeted for it the best way that I can, so that I make sure you guys do not get to pay anything. I cater literally for everything, be it the freebies, be it the speakers I'm gonna be having, be it the bonuses that you guys are gonna be getting. Like for instance, maybe I pick 3 or 5 people to get a free audit or a free content creation strategy mapping, I'm gonna do that for free. So I'm gonna be catering for all the expenses. And then the other thing that's gonna contribute to me becoming a good YouTuber is going to be me being more transparent and open about my journey, because I realized I did create a playlist for my growth journey, but I haven't really been posting a lot on that particular playlist, because I find myself creating more videos with regards to, you know, content creation, videography and editing, content strategies and tips, YouTube tips, you know. I haven't really been posting a lot of videos about my journey, and I'm gonna change that, because I do believe every single month I should be at least releasing one particular video that shows you a glimpse of how it's going behind the scenes, you know, how I am doing as a person. Is my journey stagnated, or am I really growing? You know, you need to see this particular information so that you know, if I start YouTube and I realistically start YouTube from scratch and literally nobody knows me and nobody is aware I have a YouTube channel, because in all honesty, there is none of you, every person who subscribed to this channel, I have never emailed anyone or DM'd anyone on my Instagram or my TikTok or my LinkedIn or any other social media platform I'm present to ask them to subscribe from my channel. So every person who subscribed to this YouTube channel is organically attracted by my content on YouTube. And with that being said, that marks the end of this particular video. If you did find this particular video to be helpful to you in any way, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Guys, I cannot believe we're almost at 400 subscribers, and I don't even know what to tell you guys, because oh my god, I look at my subscriber count every time I'm uploading a video and I'm like, this is so surreal. But otherwise, that is it. If you feel like sticking around, I did do a video talking about the 5 settings that are gonna help you manage your YouTube channel, and I'm gonna include it right